Friends, dreamers, and fellow adventurers, today I want to talk to you about the game, but something larger, something that reaches to the very heart of gaming, of art, and of what it means to create and to play something. I want to talk about text adventures. Now, you could type in text adventures and see a bunch of stuff about Zork or the documentary about him or all that jazz. But why do they matter? Why must they be brought back to the forefront of gaming? And why turning to them is not simply about nostalgia, it's about a statement. It's a protest. It's a way to say we deserve more than what the industry is trying to sell us. Because today, look around you. Look at what's come from gaming. Every year, new titles launch with budgets that soar into the hundreds of millions of dollars, lambasting everything that everybody loves about the whole concept of gaming in itself. That the shinier graphics and louder explosions and I don't know, motion capture and all that jazz are the only path forward. But yet, to me, I don't know about y'all of you people, but to me, at the same time, I see something else. I see rising costs, unfinished games, endless patches, microtransactions, subscriptions, and selling products that aren't fully completed, half finished, and having people pay to be the tester. You can look at any game these days, any game, and I bet you it's bloated. The size of the program, the size of the game itself is bloated beyond compare because they want you to constantly be upgrading your system. You know, the funny thing is, I can play, what is it, Morrowind or Fallout New Vegas on my laptop, my Lappy. And my Lappy is bottom of the line computer from like 5 years ago. That's just me though, but I think gaming nowadays is grossly bloated and dangerously over the edge of becoming nothing but another mouthpiece for companies that want you to think upon their values and claim them as your own. But it wasn't always like this. But at the dawn of gaming, with technology was simple, when memory was scarce, something extraordinary happened. Text adventures were born with nothing more than words and imagination. Entire worlds could be created. Players were not consumers, they were adventurers, explorers, storytellers in their own right. With each line of text, a dungeon unfolds. A labyrinth stretches out far beyond that of the reaches of time. A story came to light in your mind. This is what I believe is what we must return to. Not because graphics are bad, not because technology should be shunned, but these corporations don't know how to tell a good story. Look to text adventures. They'll tell you the greatest story of all time. And all you need is an imagination. And I know a lot of you people have imaginations. But we must also remember that at the heart of gaming is storytelling, interaction, and imagination. Those three. And text adventures deliver those in the purest form. To play a text adventure is to step into a world that no studio can sell to you in a box. It is to step into a world that you yourself brought to life. There are no cinematic cutscenes, no billion-dollar render engines that are just garbage and will be outdated 6 months from now and they'll want you to pay, what, $100 plus for a video game? Come on, you know that's dumb. You know you shouldn't let them get away with it. But most people will because most people don't care. But I care. And I know you care too. There are only words, your imagination, and the magic that happens when the two collide. This is why text adventures are not just games, they are acts of rebellion. They are proof that art could thrive without spectacle, that imagination can flourish without excess. And so I say this text adventures need to be brought back to the forefront, not hidden in dusty corners of history, not spoken of as relics of bygone era. Celebrate it for what they are: powerful, enduring, and necessary to the human mind. Think about it. In a world where games are charging 70, 80, $90 just for the base release, like I talked about earlier, there's always add-ons. There's always expansions. There's always different tiers of subscriptions. But text adventures stand apart. They do not demand your money. They demand only your curiosity. They do not force you into the endless updates. They give you a finished story, a world that exists simply because someone cared enough to create it. I'll never charge for my game. My game will forever be free to the masses. When you choose to play a text adventure, you are not only choosing a different kind of game, you are choosing a different kind of relationship with art. You're saying that stories matter more than spectacle. You are saying that imagination matters more than any microtransaction. You're saying that the heart of gaming is not about profit margins, but about human creativity. This is why I believe more people should turn to text adventures, not just because they are fun, not just because they are nostalgic, but because they are symbolic. They are a sign of protest, a way of saying we will not be swallowed by the bloat. We will not surrender to the endless costs. We will find joy where it is simplest, purest, and most alive. And what better way to protest than through play? What better way to resist than by embracing a form of gaming that requires nothing but imagination? You look at my game whatsoever, the the engine itself, the executable is what, 2 point something megabytes. The rooms dot text, where the game gets its room descriptions and movements and all that jazz, is about 800 kilobytes. Now that's over 3,300 plus rooms so far in the game that I'm working on. And you think about the interactions, that's about two, maybe 300 kilobytes, and that's almost 1,200 interactions. It's something beautiful. It's something almost artistic in a way. And it's my contribution. The Labyrinth at Time's Edge is my contribution to this cause. It is my way of saying here is proof that it can be done. Here is a vast interactive world, handcrafted word by word, without a budget, no funding, and without compromise. Every room is written and every description is meant to ignite imagination. And get this, it's free. Because I believe art should be shared, not hoarded. Because I believe adventure belongs to everyone. I think, honestly, I'm going to say this right now. It's a gosh darn human right. It is, because text adventures are the modern day storyteller around the campfire. You replace the glow of the campfire with the glow of your monitor. The storyteller is the text adventure. And the best part is you can take it anywhere. And that's the best part. To me, storytellers of the day were just people who wanted to be adventurers. Everybody wants to be an adventurer. Everybody wants to be an explorer, to go traversing through ancient tombs. Everybody wants to do it. People that say they don't, I don't trust those people. Those people are liars. You are part of this movement. Together, we can remind the world that the most powerful engine in gaming has always been and will always be the human imagination. The age of text adventures does not belong to the past, it belongs to the future. And together, we can walk boldly into it together. So, what do you say? Download the game for yourself. The website's in the description below. You want to check out my Patreon, go for it. No need to pay money for it if you don't want to. But if you could support it by donating $5 a month, that'd be great. If not, that's cool. We're still friends. So with that being said, adventurers, I'm the Venture Weaver. Good day, good night, good luck, and happy adventuring.